Welcome to the Anxiety Enigma. Tonight's case, the lie you tell every morning. So I want you to picture something. And, well, if you're listening to this, I really don't think you'll have to try very hard to picture it, because you probably lived it this morning.
Yeah.
Someone walks into your kitchen, your partner, maybe your roommate. They pour a cup of coffee, they look over at you, and they ask how you slept.
Right, just a casual question.
Exactly. And you say, fine. You don't even hesitate. You've been saying it for months, maybe even years.
You just say it automatically.
Right. You said it this morning, even though you had been awake since exactly 2:40 a.m., just watching the ceiling turn blue. You know exactly what time the garbage truck comes. You know every creak in the house. You are living a completely double life, and nobody knows.
And the worst part isn't the not sleeping.
No.
The worst part is the acting. The grueling daily performance of being okay the next day.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
It really is. It's, laughing on a work call when your brain is literally 3 seconds behind the joke. That performance is the thing that is slowly breaking people.
It's the secret that just eats away at you.
Exactly. Which is why we built something for this. The deep sleep method. 30 nights. Designed to be boring on purpose. Because what's keeping you awake isn't what you think it is. Links in the description.
Wait, hold on. You can't tell people their insomnia is their own fault.
No.
Because, these people are already trying so hard. They're doing everything they can.
I know, but we're saying the exact opposite.
Okay.
It's not willpower. It's not discipline. You've been handed the completely wrong operating system for the problem, and you've been blaming yourself for the crash. We decoded what's actually happening.
Because it really feels like a crash, doesn't it?
Totally. And it's because of the way we're taught to handle problems. Think about it. Sleep is like the single mechanism in human life that actively refuses to reward effort.
Yeah, which is wild when you think about it.
Right. You're probably a high achiever. If there's a looming deadline, what do? You outwork it?
You just push harder?
Exactly. You outprepare a massive presentation, you hustle,
Yeah.
but you absolutely cannot outtry sleep.
Right, because you are a person trying to win at surrender, and surrender has no winner.
Oh, that's exactly it. Surrender has no winner. And this is what breaks the most competent people.
The ones who are used to just fixing things.
Yes. The people who read every single article on the internet, they buy the magnesium powders, they, take their mouths shut.
Oh, the mouth tape, yeah.
They buy the heavy blankets, they wear the smart rings, and they download these apps that give them a morning score as if sleep were a credit report.
Like they're getting graded on being unconscious.
Right. And what we found is that this massive effort, the trying, is the exact thing keeping them awake.
Yeah.
The harder you push, the more awake you become.
Because your body just doesn't understand what you're doing.
Exactly. When you apply your usual, intense problem-solving focus to falling asleep, your body interprets that as a survival threat.
It thinks you're in danger.
Yes. It thinks, oh, we are focusing really hard right now. We must be preparing for a battle. The effort itself is turning the lock on the door to sleep.
Okay, let's unpack this quietly. What does this actually mean for your body when the lights go out?
Well, it means your nervous system is stuck. You have two fundamental settings, right? On and off.
Mm-hmm.
For chronic bad sleepers, the off switch hasn't just been flipped. It is entirely broken.
It's just offline.
Completely.
Oh.
And so you get to 3 a.m. and your body is exhausted.
Yeah.
Deeply physically tired.
You can feel it in your bones.
Yeah, but your mind is just buzzing, the lights are off, the room is silent, but there is something deep in your chest that is still running.
It's like, it feels exactly like a car parked in a dark driveway with the engine left idling, just this low, persistent hum.
That idle is the core of the whole mystery. It's a body that has quite literally forgotten the mechanism of turning itself off. It's stuck in this false state of vigilance. The sentry have been ordered to stay awake to protect you.
But protect you from what? That's the crazy part.
Right. What's fascinating and terrifying here is that your body is doing this to protect you. It misread your frustration as danger.
So because you're stressed about not sleeping, your body keeps you awake to fight the stress.
Exactly. It's a perfect closed loop.
Wow. So, if you recognize yourself in that idling engine, the deep sleep method is for you. 30 nights, built for the high achiever who has tried everything. It's a sequence your body can learn. Links in the description.
And you really need a new sequence because the tools you're using right now are probably making that idling engine run even hotter.
Oh, you mean the gadgets?
The gadgets. The
Yeah.
sleep tracker trap. We decoded this pattern, and it is incredibly dangerous.
Tell me about it, because I used to do this.
Most people do. You wake up, and immediately, before you even stretch or check in with your own body, you check a number on your wrist,
Yeah, looking for the score.
a readiness metric. And this fundamentally alters your brain. It trains your mind to treat sleep as a daily performance review, a test you can fail.
Which is such a dark irony. Because the very technology marketed to you as the ultimate solution is, in fact, manufacturing the problem.
It absolutely is.
It forces you to spectate your own unconsciousness.
Right, you're hovering over yourself with a clipboard.
Exactly, creating this permanent state of performance anxiety that just keeps the engine idling all night.
And it doesn't stop with the gadgets. The psychological burdens are even heavier.
The secrecy.
Yes. Let's go back to that kitchen. Almost every bad sleeper lies about it.
Because it's hard to explain.
They say fine. They don't even tell their doctor. Because it feels too small to complain about, but simultaneously too massive to actually explain.
So you just keep it in.
Right, and you treat it like this private failure of character, like you're just broken. But treating it as a secret is exactly what keeps the cycle alive. The secrecy acts as an incubator for the anxiety.
It just ferments in the dark.
Exactly. We found that there is something profound about just saying the true sentence out loud to another human being.
Just admitting it.
Acknowledging the exhaustion actually begins to loosen the physical grip of the vigilance.
But what happens when it goes on for too long? Because there's a point where it shifts, right?
Yes, the identity trap. This is the most dangerous phase. When you sleep badly for long enough, you stop calling it a rough patch.
You start calling it you.
Yes, you say, I'm just a bad sleeper.
You build your entire identity around a broken thing.
You do. But what we want to ask is, what if it was never who you are?
Right.
What if it's simply a pattern that started during one specific really stressful week, maybe years ago, and nobody ever came along to teach your body the way back?
It just got stuck in that gear.
Exactly.
So if trying is the disease, then stopping must be the cure.
That's the logical next step.
But here's where it gets really insidious. The moment you lay in the dark and try to stop trying, you realize that's just another kind of trying. You're putting effort into being effortless.
It's the ultimate paradox. You can't muscle your way out of it.
So how do you actually get out?
You need a specific sequence. And the reason most people have never been shown this is because the answer is entirely unglamorous.
It's not a magic pill.
No, it is smaller, quieter, and vastly more boring than anyone expects. It involves taking the job of falling asleep entirely off the table.
Just like firing yourself from the job.
Exactly, giving yourself complete permission to just lie in the dark, awake, without any pressure at all.
It's just so hard to do when you're panicked.
It is, but before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one last quiet revelation.
Okay.
Think about your exhaustion, not as a malfunction, but as a miscalibrated guardian.
Oh, I like that.
Your body isn't broken. It is fiercely, loyally trying to keep you safe from a perceived threat. The only problem is, the threat is an illusion.
The threat isn't real.
Right. And once you stop fighting the guardian can finally go to sleep.
The deep sleep method, 30 nights, designed to be boring on purpose. Because your nervous system learns through repetition, not novelty. Links in the description.
This has been the Anxiety Enigma.
You don't have a sleep problem, you have a trying problem.
And the performance of being okay is the heaviest part.